and I got my laptop here. It's a GTX 1060 laptop with a i7-8750H. So it is a gaming laptop, and it's pretty good. So I already overclocked the 1060 on this. Probably should show you later. And I already did the stability test. So look at that. I got 180 on the GPU, 600 on the memory, and it doesn't let you do the power, only the temperature, up to 96, and the voltage plus 16. And I already did the stress test and it passed, so that's a pretty nice overclock there. You can see I got this over 206 gigabits per second. This is up to 130, but the memory you can see there is 2152 and the shader is 1913, so that's pretty good. Alright, so this is my video testing out the sound of this laptop. It's not going to be perfect. I don't have a very good testing area to do this in. I guess I could have taken it out to the garage and did all this, because it's probably much quieter out there. But as you can see, the meter on my phone here, and I don't know if this is accurate to the to the T, but if you can see, since it's noisy outside with the highway, just sitting still it's at about 40 decibels, and that's probably because it's right next to the computer, picking up the computer noise. So that's fine. We can start at, pretty much start at, like, make that our 0 point. I don't know why this is not focusing. This is a good camera too, I don't understand. So like right now I can't hear the computer. I mean, if I put my ear right up to it, like I got the camera right up against it, you can hear the humming inside, but that's only if you stick your ear like right up to it. But I'm not testing the sound of the actual computer right now, or the laptop. I'm testing the volume of the music, okay? So you can see we're at 40 at our 0 point. So I'm going to play some of these non-attribute tunes here. You can see attribute not required. So that's the ones I'm using. And you'll see the decibel. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to like hold it right in front of the laptop. So this would be like basically where you're sitting with your head. And then I'm going to go back to, I have a tape measure on the floor, 4 feet. And then I have, then I'll be going back 8 feet, which would be back here. And then you can see how loud the music is from the speakers, because some people were saying they didn't like the speakers, and I'm wondering like why. They sound perfectly fine to me. So I'm going to just play a couple of these tunes. And you can see it's a so it's up 30 decibels. So like average 25 decibels. Now I'm going to go back to the 4-foot area. Okay, I'm going to play that one again and go back to the 8-foot area. Alright. Now, of course, I'm using a cell phone to record, so that's probably going to skew the test a little bit, but I have bad hearing. Okay, I can testify to that. I have, you know, a pretty good amount of hearing loss. I mean, I'm not deaf yet, but, you know, there's certain tones that I just cannot hear anymore. But standing back there against the wall 8 feet back, I mean, I can hear this music just fine, you know? I mean, it's probably not as good quality in my ears, but I can hear it. It's loud enough. So I'll go ahead and try a different one. There was one here that was kind of rocky. Yeah, this one. So here I'll put this kind of rocky one, which would probably be equivalent to like a video game or something. Most games, you know, they have music or you're fighting and shooting guns. So I mean, hearing people talk maybe. So I think this one's good for loud. I mean, I can play a game too. But let me see here. Let's check the decibels first. So this is if my head was in front of it, like looking down. Now this is not right up against it either. I can put this closer. And probably my mic is covered up. So yeah, my microphone was actually covered up. So let's put it like this. It's kind of hard to get it just right. Maybe I can... That's probably a little more accurate. So that's over 30 more decibels. So before I probably had my microphone covered up a little. And that's like right over the laptop. So now this is 4 feet back. And this is 8 feet back. So there's that. So I don't know. It's loud enough for me. I mean, and I have hearing loss. Now I'm not sure what they meant by quality. I mean, it's Bang and Olufsen stereo, so that's pretty decent quality, I think. Um, and it's in a laptop that's kind of small. Look at my hand. I mean, that's my hand, and I'm not really a big person. So I mean, what do you expect to jam into a small laptop? Now I have another gaming laptop that I bought 10 years ago. It's kind of old now, I know, but I paid like $800 for it, and it was supposed to have 7.1 surround sound on it, or well, I guess that was with headphones, but it had like surround sound built into the laptop, and that was not even. I could barely hear any of my games playing in that laptop. I mean, when I got this laptop and heard the sound, I was like, wow, it kind of blew me away, because it was so loud and, you could hear everything. Now, it's not going to have like heavy bass or anything like that. Obviously the speakers are small. You can enable the surround sound, which I'll show you in a second. Or maybe, I don't know if you can see it actually. If you go down here to the sound settings and right click, you can either do the Dolby Atmos, which I think you got to pay for, or the Windows Sonic for headphones. I tried using the Sonic on the desktop speakers, and I don't know, I didn't really particularly like it too much, so I don't think it really works well on the desktop speakers. You can get some effect from it, so that's totally up to you. Anyway, well, that's it for the sound test. I hope it came out okay on with me recording this with my phone here. I mean, I'm not really trying to demonstrate the quality of the sound, just how loud it is, because to me, that's going to be the number one thing. If I can't hear my game or music or whatever from a distance, then the speakers, whether they're good or not, are going to be no good to me. So I can testify that they're definitely loud enough. Me personally, even though the speakers don't sound like your home surround sound stereo with great bass and good sound depth and quality, for a laptop, at least I've owned several laptops now, and this is the best sound that I've ever had out of a laptop. I did have another HP laptop that had pretty decent speakers as well, so maybe HP just makes it a point to at least put out decent quality sound in their laptops, and that's great. I hope they continue doing that, because that's very important. Yeah, the only thing that you might be lacking is like a deep bass. It's gonna be more trebly, but you can go in there and make any adjustments you want. I mean, Microsoft, I believe, also has an equalizer in there. So if you want to shove more bass through there, go for it. You're probably going to lose a little bit of volume from doing that, I would imagine, but nonetheless, I just have them at default, and they're fine for me. So obviously, if you're gonna be doing explosions and stuff like that, it may muffle the speakers if it's like way too loud or low of a tone. You may get muffling. I mean, I haven't had that happen yet, but it's possible, obviously. Any time you overextend speakers, the quality is going to be compromised. So, but as of right now, I'm happy with the sound quality. You can always put headphones in if you want something, much more better. So yeah, anyway, that's it for the sound test that I'm doing anyway. I don't think I'm going to get any more technical than that, except for the fact that these are loud enough, and I think the quality is at least average, and certainly um, good enough for me, to play games and stuff like that, and even listen to some music. So yeah. All right. Anyway, that's it for the sound. Bye.
Alright, so I'm in Resident Evil 2 here. I'm gonna just play it for a minute just to ramp up the fans. I don't really know what's gonna actually give me. This guy don't look very good, does he? Now, I am recording while I'm doing this, so it's really working this video card. Uh, so there's gonna be some little bit of jitteriness. So I'm just gonna try to see if I can get the fans to ramp up a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to go that way. Let's go this way. Go on the other side. Let me see if I can hear them. Alright, they're kind of working. I mean, it's not very quiet in this game, unfortunately. But I have my microphone up to 100%. So let's see, I'll let you hear the fans. I don't know what they're going to sound like. So this is pretty much as loud as they're going to get. Now that's literally the microphone being like 2.5 inches away from the fan. Because the air blows out the back, in either direction, like this, kind of on a diagonal, which is nice, because it kind of shoots it out. So, I have to put the microphone in the back of the computer. So I can try to put the microphone like on the keyboard side and see if it'll be any difference. Of course, it's very loud in here from the vehicles. I would say it's kind of like, how can I compare it? It's not like you can hear it, but it's not like annoying to the point where it, at least for me, doesn't take me out of the game. It's almost like if you were living near the ocean, and you can kind of hear the waves off in the distance, but they're not like so loud like as if you're standing right there on the beach and they're crashing right in front of you. It's more like you're just kind of like up on the beach lying in your chair and you kind of hear the kind of the ocean, off in the distance, several hundred feet away, you know, it's a steady blow. You know, it's not like a high whine or a low tone kind of constant. It's kind of like a wind, you know, kind of like a steady wind kind of a deal, but not, at least for me, overbearing. So I don't know why people would complain. This is the quietest laptop I've ever had. My other gaming laptop was loud when the fan ramped up. Even my HP regular laptop, that's not a gaming laptop, was louder than this. You know, so I don't know. I think it's a fantastic job. I mean, again, it's not perfect, I guess, but it's not to the point where it's annoying. You know, so. Oh, I don't have anything, I guess, for this. Yep, I need the piece. Yeah. So anyway, you know, I don't know if that's a good representation of how it sounds. I guess I could have used my phone or whatever. Wow, it took a little drop there for some reason. I think because I'm recording, it's really putting this thing to work. You know. I mean, it's using 5.7 gigabytes of VRAM, and I'm trying to record a video. So let me do the fans one more time. You know, that's like 2 inches away. So anyway, I guess that's all I can do there. I mean, I guess I could have used my phone. I probably should have used my phone, I guess. Maybe I'll do that too. Maybe I'll do both. See how it comes out. Alright, I'll be back. Bye. Alright, so I'm back. Gonna do a fan noise recording here too. I had to start the game over because I don't know what happened, man. This freaking game gets me upset. I mean, instead of just like saving your saves permanently, you know, if you make, like, if you restart a chapter or something, it erases all previous progress, and I'm like going, why? That's so stupid. You know, it's ridiculous, man. I don't know why game saving these days is like a complicated thing. It's like if you play through 6 chapters of the game, then forever and ever and ever you should be able to go to any of those chapters. Like, you know, why do you have to have a game save to do that? So, I don't know what happened, man. It's already nerve-wracking that I have to restart a new game every computer I get on because they don't have cloud saving. So Epic just, you know, I don't care. I'm not gonna like support Epic too much. I mean, I'm only getting the freebies, and like the only reason I have this game is because Nvidia kind of forced me, you know. Because I got a free game from Nvidia, so I chose Metro. But anyway, that's another whole point. So this is working pretty hard here. In this particular like scene I'm looking at here, so the fans are probably at their maximum speed right now, if not close to it. So I already listened to the fan noise from the previous video, and you know, it really wasn't that bad in my opinion. I mean, especially since the microphone's like 2 inches away from it. You know, so you can imagine being like 2 feet away from it. It's, you know, the fan noise is there, as I stated before, but it's very rare that you get a quiet laptop when it comes to fans. I mean, there might be something out there, I don't know, but you're probably going to pay $2,500 for it. So here's the fans here. I'm going to just give you a little recording again. So yeah, they're spinning pretty fast. So that's probably if they do spin faster, they ain't gonna spin much faster than that. So that's like with the fans right up against, that's with the microphone, like I said, 2 inches away from the fan. So that's directly getting blown into it. I mean, I can put it on the side where the air isn't exactly blowing into it directly. You know, so you can hear it. That's obvious. You can hear it. I mean, but I don't consider it loud and annoying because, like I said, there isn't like a whining noise or any kind of screeching or any kind of real low rumble. It's like I don't know. Again, I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's a comfortable sounding noise. It's not like an annoying noise, fan noise. But I really don't see how else you can cool this laptop other than the way that they're doing it. I mean, it's kicking out a lot of heat. So it's doing its job, you know? It's definitely doing its job. So I don't really know what else they could do to make it any better. So, yeah. So anyway, that's a fan noise. Bye.